welcome back to my channel, or to my channel. I go by Lake Rez, and today we have a new video. So what I'm going to be doing is talking about how I got my second car at the age of 21. I have a few little notes that I wrote down just so that I wouldn't forget, and I'm just going to go through them, each and every one of them, and break it down. Feel free to comment if you have anything. So for the first one, save. It is very important that you save. You can't expect money to just fall out the sky, so if you're working, that's great. If you're not working, and let's say that you have your parents to give you money, anything like that, when you have a goal that requires money, it's very important that you start to save, start at a good time period, and know how much you need to be saving up. It's okay to average out, if you want to add up in your head and average out, okay, I get paid this much and I'm going to put this much in my savings. That is okay, because you're making realistic goals for yourself, and also you will be making your goals in a nice time frame. A job I had, I used to get paid every week, and I used to put almost a big amount of my check into my savings. Leave out $50 in my checking and the rest goes to my savings. I had to stop doing that because, the job that I work now, I don't get paid every 2 weeks, and $50 every 2 weeks is not gonna cut it. But if you just put a little bit to the side, let's say my check is $400 and I put $200 to the side, and I don't have bills this pay period and stuff like that, it works out. You just gotta budget, and not to be spending your money super hard. You can budget at a normal pace, or you can budget even harder. Like my first car I had got, which at the age of 19, it was 1999 Honda Accord. I paid $1,400 for it or something like that. I worked hard. For that summertime before I got that car, I didn't really eat out that much because I knew that fast food adds up over time. So I made sure that I bought groceries, I did eat a lot of ramen noodles to say, because they're pretty cheap. And I budget every week. If I had to pay for something, for food out, one of the jobs I worked at this restaurant, I would make sure that it didn't come over $5, because I just knew that I was serious about my goals. I was serious about getting me a car, and then there's nothing in the way that was gonna stop me. I worked at Ezell's, if you're familiar or you're from Seattle. It was a chicken restaurant I worked at, and then I also worked at Lowe's. That was, it was tough because there was never a time where I was off from both jobs at the exact same time. Lowe's, I was off on the weekends, but Ezell's, I had to be there during the weekends. So it was just I had to stay focused. Okay. Number 2, write down your goals. It is very important for you to write down your goals, not only to remember them, to stay on track, but to manifest it. When you write down your goals, you are putting it down, writing that it's gonna come true. That means, and you're also believing in yourself. You're putting a daily reminder to remind yourself. Sometimes I have goals, I will forget it so fast, so I need to go ahead and write it down before I forget. One of my goals for me to get a car before my 22nd birthday, I actually wrote it down in this notebook, and I was looking at it when I was writing out the notes for this video. I was just like, wow. Never feel like your goals are too high or they're just not realistic. I knew for a fact that I was gonna get me a newer car before my 22nd birthday. I just wanted something more reliable and something that I know I could travel to a different state if I wanted to in, and I would be fine. First car got me to point A and point B. I'm a person where I do not like spending my money to where I'm pinching each check, and I knew that I wanted to be able to not have a car payment. So I bought my second car in cash, because I was just no, I'm not about to do that. As time got further in the year and stuff, I was 22nd birthday, how about before the summer end? And I did that. It was at first it felt like a big jump, but once I started working more and the money was rolling in, I was just okay, this is getting closer than I thought, so let me make it to where I could get my second car before the summer ends. And I did. We're in August now, and I got my car last month. Manifestation. So I, for a while, did not believe in manifestation because I did not understand it. I did not have a clue how it worked, so I had no idea how to go about it and to know what should I do. It had started, I said I'm gonna give it a try, and I wrote down my goals that I had for myself, and I told myself, and I believed in myself, this is going to happen. I didn't say I have a goal to get a new laptop, which I did. I said I am going to. I spoke it into existence that I was going to get me a newer laptop. You have to put in the work behind it. Whatever you have that's going to help you get to that goal, you have to stay focused. There was plenty of days I did not feel like going to work at all, but I was just I'm almost there. I'm closer and closer to my goal of where I want to be to save up for cars. So I had to push through even when I did not feel like it. I work in a retail store, and
Oh, ah, the ghetto. The ghetto.
If you follow me on Instagram, it's very obvious in some of my photos, as you can tell, where I work at. So some of those days, if you know, I do not feel like being there. Number 3, stay focused, goal driven, and work hard. That really just ties back into manifestation, you know, just to have tunnel vision for your goals. Don't let too many things get in your way to where you feel like you just won't be able to get there. Stay focused and keep going. Another thing is, I find it is a good thing not to tell people about your goals until you're there at that moment, because you never know who don't want to see you succeed or wishing bad on you. So I never was a person to tell people my mood. I don't like when people put all this stuff on social media in their business. I said, don't give up and have expectations. Have expectations is when be expected for the unexpected. It was like 2 cars, I got my hopes up and I was just so excited, but then I had to tell myself on the way there, like expect for it not to be how you want it to be, which is okay, because then I'm not as upset about it, because I'm like, okay, people do that to drive in customers and stuff like that to get them there to come and look at it in person and do all this extra talking, but all the extra talking don't work for me. If the car is not what I think it's supposed to be and it got all these problems and it don't even crank up and you gotta tow it out of here and you're selling for this price, I ain't trying to hear none of that. It's not gonna work for me, because I knew I wanted something that was not needing to be fixed on, you know, gonna take a lot of money out of my pockets. I wanted something that I could pay for right then and there and will be fine. If you have expectations like you want a certain car, year range, want a certain color, all that stuff like that, stand strong behind it. My car is a 2012 Chevy Cruze. I knew for a fact that I was like, I don't want anything lower than 2010. I knew that for a fact. I didn't want to go back to that year range of cloth seats. Ain't nothing wrong with that, but like my cloth seats in my old car was tan and I did not like it at all. So I had seat covers on it. If I'm paying this much money for it, certain little things I'm going to want a certain way. I had expectations for myself. I already laid out how I wanted the car to look and stuff like that. If it had little minor things that could be fixed or that didn't even need to be fixed, that is okay, because it is, once again, it was a cash car for me, and I knew I didn't want to be paying car payments like every month, and I was not going to be just jumping the gun right then at the moment if I saw a car. I went to a car dealership before, and the cars that was there was a lot older and was selling them, you know, it was in my price range, but they were selling them a lot older, and I'm like, these cars are a little too high. Like, I don't know what he was thinking and doing, but these cars are a little too high for them to be in this price range, you know, and they're not even that new. So I told myself right then and there, if I'm paying a couple $1,000s for a car, I'm not gonna settle for this. I will wait, and that right car is gonna come to me, and it did. Yeah, you guys, that's basically what the video I went over. Save, write down your goals, manifestation, focus, stay goal driven, work hard. Don't give up and have expectations. Be patient is another thing. I started to get a little impatient because my first car, I sold it. At first, for a while when I was saving up, I didn't want to sell my first car until I got my second car. But it helped me get to my second car a lot faster by getting that money faster by going ahead and selling my first one. For a little bit, I did start to get a little impatient because I was just like, dang, week 2. Still ain't found a car yet, and you know, I'm ready to be driving around in something and stuff like that, but I had to stay motivated and to remember that to have patience, and we're on God's timing. It's not my timing, and just have to believe in Him and keep going. I hope this video was very informational for you guys. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. My Instagram and Twitter is in the outro, but it'll also be in the bio in case you guys wanted to DM me with questions and stuff as well. Feel free to hit me up on any questions that you have about the car that I have. If you're looking at like a model like that and you're kind of confused or unsure about it, let me know. I'm right here for you. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time. I hope this guys, oh my gosh. So when this year, no, I didn't. I think you should do. Oh my gosh, what? Oh, I just, no, later. I'm like, okay. There was plenty of days I did not feel like, oh my gosh, I need to tell that. Just thought about, I ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna edit this video and make the notes. So I'm gonna call out a second.